Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. Happy New Year's. This is the beginning of a new decade, a new era, 2020. Now this reading is for the sign of Gemini, and that's Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And this is an overview for the year 2020, maybe things you need to take into consideration to help you through this transit, because we're starting a new decade, so there's a new energy, there's a new feel. I mean, you could turn on the news, everything, and stuff changes. That's the one thing that you could depend on. So how do we get ourselves grounded and prepare for this new cycle of this new beginning? I want to encourage you also to look at the monthlies. I did post to January, so I'll look at that. But this is your overview, and we're talking about grounding, Gemini. And that is the first chakra card that we got. Now, this particular chakra, you usually see red for the root, but this is considered the Earth Star chakra. This is that 6 inches below your feet. This is that energy that connects with the heart of the earth. It anchors our light, our soul to the planet, allows us to feel supported. And a good crystal to work with this particular chakra would be a red garnet. Like, put it in your hands or under your feet. The energy from the crystal supports you. Close your eyes and imagine 2 roots extending down from each foot and sending it deep into the earth, down, down, down into the earth. And take deep breaths as you're wrapping and thinking of yourself in this rooted energy that is going to support and align you to the earth and activate that Earth Star chakra. So when we look at this Earth Star chakra, we're looking at the deep connection with Mother Earth, stability, vitality, animal spirit guides, nurturing, a sense of rebirth. Now, you may have been feeling a little scattered, with your thoughts. And no, Gemini is air, and you may be thinking about this, that, you're all over the place. So you may be feeling a little scattered and maybe finding it difficult to focus or concentrate. Or you may be feeling stressed or busy due to the many demands on you and finding it difficult to create and manifest positive outcomes and experiences in your life at this particular time. But know that you're not alone. That's like everyone is feeling this energetically on some type of level. So it's good for everyone to get grounded. But this is coming up for you right now. So maybe you're dealing with a whirlwind of craziness that's surrounding you. So right now is time to get centered and grounded. You may spend some time at the beach or go for a walk in the bush, which is like the woods or whatever, or maybe visit a waterfall. Put the land under your feet, like walk on the ground. Put your back against the tree. This is very close to that root chakra energy. And so this will allow you, say if you go to the beach, the woods, allow you to get grounded and feel that deep connection to yourself and everything around you. And if you're going to meditate with that red garnet, maybe or a positive affirmation or some type of mantra, my energy is completely grounded into the healing energy of the earth. You hold that garnet into your hands. No, I don't have a garnet there. Hold it in your hands and say the mantra, or just meditate, or put it under your feet and imagine your feet getting rooted down into the ground, into the earth. It's just a suggestion. Or just hold it in your hand and meditate on roots growing down into the earth. What's keeping you grounded? Or helping you get grounded or stay grounded in a world of craziness. Now, I pulled a card, which is, for me, I call it the card that is the message from Spirit. Okay. And the message from Spirit I got is the Seven of Wands. Now, seven, there may be some type of conflict. Maybe there's an issue with ideals or morals, or maybe there's some fighting and frustration. Or the question I should ask, are you impatient? And if you're impatient, that means it's just not time right now. So you may need to contain that fire a little bit. Or to some degree, this may even be about taking a stand. Because, we think of conflict, there may be some outside challenge that is forcing you to take a stand, or forcing you to realize that you are more tenacious than you may give yourself credit for. There may be some type of outside challenge where you may feel threatened, or maybe you feel that someone you love is being threatened, or it's just some toxic people or toxic situation, is a toxic space. So something basically is ruffling your feathers. And you may be having to say, get out of my face. It's time to do something different. It's time to take a stand. Now, whatever this outside challenge may be, it could have effect on how you care for yourself. And with that is why this is very important to get grounded. Now, this conflict, it could be, when we say outside ourselves, it could be the conflict within ourselves. In addition to our ideals, our morals, the things that we've held on to all this time. Is it relevant at this particular junction in our lives? Is it relevant? And so with this particular card, the message from Spirit, because this is a big rush of energy, make a decision quickly, even consulting people around you, in order to proceed and go ahead, as this is not yet the time to put down your roots. What I think is interesting was it's not time to put down your roots, but it's time for you to get grounded within yourself, so you know which way you are going to go and where are you going to put your permanent roots. It's almost like maybe you feel threatened. There's some type of outside challenge. Maybe you're going to be moving, or where you're staying, you're feeling frustrated right now. So what this is basically saying is ground your own energy, handle your business, take a stand for yourself so that you can move forward and do what you need to do for you. I'm just saying. That's what the cards say. Now, there's always one. Usually, for this reading, I've only been picking one moon card. But Gemini, I guess because you're the twin, you got two moon cards. So, you got the first card here is, let's see, the full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Conclusions are within reach. And what this means here is the full moon eclipse, and just like that, a door slams shut. If you pull this card, it suggests that a situation you're asking about is about to reach its peak or has just done so. So that's maybe your conflict you're feeling right now. So what you are experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it may be. Forgiving for someone for what they did could be the key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make it right what they did, but it releases it so that you can move on. So what is the saying? Doors close When God closes, what is it? When God closes the window, someone opens the door. However it goes, something's going to close and something's going to open up. So forgiveness will set you free from karma. Meditation. Isn't that what I said? Meditate on how you're going to root yourself. How evaluating your own morals or your own inner conflict at this time. So meditate on that. And this full moon nearly always climaxes very often about conclusions. This is about a conclusion. And it may be hard to handle because it means change. And sometimes, change is uncomfortable, but change is part of life. And this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of the fact that change is always the one thing you can depend on. So this is about working on your shadow self, your inside. What's going on with you? What are you holding on to that you need to release? It's time. The time has come for forgiveness. So whatever drama that you've been holding on to, it's time to let go. And the second card you got is meditate and contemplate, which is the new moon in Pisces. And this card speaks of dreams and romance and soulmates and poetry. This is about a new start. So, hey, something got to end for something new to begin. So, there's a new start coming your way. And there could be some confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you've expected. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about manifestation of your dreams. Wow, sounds a little wet and watery, huh? I guess it's that Pisces energy. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and it could suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. So basically what it's saying here is let go of all the old stuff. So this may be your last, you hate to sound ominous about it, but this could be the last chance to really make something happen in your life that you've been wanting for a while. So use your feelings to guide the way. Face your fears. They may be what's really holding you back. And if you're facing your fears and allowing yourself to get grounded, this is why this card is coming up. This is all the stuff that's going on internally within you, Gemini. And it's time to resolve all that old stuff you're holding on to, because it's just keeping you in a perpetual cycle of confusion and conflict. Avoid being deceptive or unwillingly deceived. Because, Pisces is dreamy. You want to see, making sure you see things for the way they are, not the way you want them to be. Pisces is a sign of mystery, depths of emotion, idealism, hopeless romantic. It's water and unconscious energy, deep like watery depths. The new moon in Pisces indicates it's time to listen to your feelings and to allow your emotions free reign. Whatever you're feeling as you pull this card is more likely the truth, unless you've been kidding yourself somehow, and only you know if that's the case or not. So Gemini, have you been kidding yourself about some stuff? Hey, I'm just saying. It's time to get real. It's time to stop that inner conflict. And maybe to get grounded, this may be a good time to really talk to someone. Maybe there's someone that, I don't know if you want to think of a counselor or a shaman or a spiritual person that maybe you should talk to, where you could talk freely and help you unburden some of these things. Because the next card, now I pulled the Oracle. Past lives. Release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. Which I think is interesting, because that's what it's been talking about here. Holding on to some old stuff that that inner conflict. Maybe that's the conflict that that is keeping you in a turmoil here. The past lives, you may have some deep fear from a previous time that's being brought to the surface now, and it's time to release it for the good. Clearing these things now is now possible, and this will allow you to move forward on your own path. It may be time for you to remember the soul gifts that have been locked away and are now ready to be shared with the world. As an old soul, you have evolved over centuries. It's time for you to use your knowledge to awaken and ascend in this lifetime and to help others do the same. Spend some time sitting quietly in meditation and ask this mystical unicorn to guide you back to the answers of healing. Your past life holds treasures, abundance, things that could create a new life, joy, abundance, freedom that you desire. Interesting when I said, like, sit and meditate. You know, here in the East it's cool right now, but this is something you have to reaffirm constantly during the course of the year. Like now, if you can, just go someplace and stand, put your back against your tree, take that red garnet and hold it in your hand, and please find a way to recharge yourself. And these past lives, you know what I'm thinking about? I don't know if you know the actress Diane Carroll. She played Dominique Devereaux in Dynasty. She played that role, and she was Julia. But what she said during the interview that they played, she just passed this year. She was talking about a friend of hers. At the time, she was like maybe 55 years old, and she was talking about how her mother left her with her grandmother when she was young. I believe she was in North Carolina or wherever, and how she felt. And her friend said to her, "You're 50-something years old. You're still holding on to that?" Which I think is interesting, because what she said she never really thought about it until her friend's like, I guess her friend was like, "You've been singing this same old song since I've known you, and I'm tired of this record. It's time to change it." So it's time for a change that only you can make. And it's time, if you can release all this old stuff that's really just a burden at this time, you can expect a different outcome. You can expect to stand your own ground, take your own stand, and come out of that inner conflict. You can meditate and contemplate, and you realize conclusions can be reached so that you can move on once you release this old stuff. What is that? There's a saying, happiness is an inside job. So if you want happiness, you got to work at being happy so that can attract what you want, So what I've done also is I pulled 2 cards, one for the first half of the year and one for the second half of the year. And this particular one for the first half of the year is strength. But what's interesting about the strength card, is she's graceful. And I don't know if you can see in the cloud there's that the infinity sign right there. This is something, she has the infinite wisdom, the infinite possibility. There's persistence, there's composure, there's confidence. And she knows how to tame the beast. She doesn't have to overreact because she's pulling on her inner strength. So what you're being encouraged to do at the onset of 2020 is to pull on your inner strength. Get yourself grounded. Get yourself, work on your inner conflicts, so that you can be at peace within. And that's where you can see that inner power infinite power that is available to you once you resolve that conflict within. Now, interesting, the second half of the year, we have the Magician. And the Magician, just like the Strength card, you see has that infinite sign. So you have more of that confidence and that follow through that get you through the rest of the year. All you need is to tap into that persistence and composure, because you have all the tools that you need to manifest and create what you want. You have everything that you need to create the potential. What do you want for your future, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising? There's growth all around you. There's things that you have access to that you can create. All you have to do is get yourself grounded and deal with your inner conflict so that you can tap into that inner strength. But the bottom line is release all the old stuff, because this is a burden and this is the blockage that's keeping you from being the ultimate creator that you are. So, Gemini, let me know what you think. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And feel free to leave a comment down below. There's going to be some changes to the channel, so I want to make sure that you get that information as we change and do some different things here. And also, you can help me grow my channel. So, again, I want to say Happy New Year's. Let me know what you think, okay? Write it below. And I want to say Happy New Year's again, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is Sister Omi. Peace.